Welcome back. It's been a shitty week for the both of us. Let's get right into it.
Absolutely dreadful for both of us, as Trevin says. 2 losses for both sides of Manchester, blue and red. For City, probably one of the toughest losses of the year. We're fighting for top 4. I don't think this kicks us out of top 4 by any means. No. We're still going to be fighting for top 4. But this loss is huge. I think it just shows, really all our vulnerabilities as a team. Lacking in the midfield, defensive mistakes, just giving the ball away in certain spots. We did it multiple times, and the Havertz had multiple chances to score. Yeah. Thankfully, only had one, but because it's Kai Havertz, a good striker, we probably would have been lost this game like 7-8 to 1.
Arsenal was able to expose the weaknesses, like Tanner said. Their vulnerabilities showed through within the first 2 minutes. I mean, we see just absolute dreadful passing out the back. John Stones does not give Akanji a good ball. Akanji kind of fluffs his lines, and It's 1-0 within 90 seconds.
It's again, just simple mistakes at the back, playing out from the back. Yeah, right off the rip of the game, too. That's what really is, the stressful part. Immediately we're doing this. Yes, Arsenal has a good press. At the same time, we know what we're doing in those. We should know what we're doing in those situations, but obviously, right there we didn't. Stones' ball to Akanji, I didn't think really was the best, putting him in the best situation. But at the same time, Akanji has to be a little bit more heads up there. Yeah. Gives the ball away to Havertz, has it right to Odegaard. He puts it in the back of the net. I mean, it's 1-0 within a minute and 30 seconds of the game. And I'm immediately my first instinct was, we come back sometimes from deficits. That's how it's been happening. It happened against Bruges. It's been happening recently. But it quickly was not that. No. Yeah. And we continue on. And yes, we do get a goal back, which I'm really happy for Haaland. Gabriel is a fucking prick. So getting that goal, I was really happy to see that. But then after that, again, immediately just
from the kickoff, basically.
Mistakes again. It's all about the mistakes in this game. That's what it's been about. This season for City basically is just these mistakes like this. For some reason, because Rodri's not there, we can't play the way we want to play. I don't know what it is. Give the ball away, a Foden pass. Partey's right there, receives it, a great long shot, deflects off Stones' back, but again, it goes in. And after that, it was pretty much just we lost our heads after that. It was over. And then we see Kai Havertz scoring, and the fact that Kai Havertz scores against your club, my club again, dreadful. No matter what team he plays for, it makes me mad. Yeah. He scores. 2 young kids score for Arsenal. I mean, that's really impressive for them. For their season, to see them grow as young players, that's what you want as an Arsenal fan.
Yeah, definitely not us. We don't like to see them grow and do well. But, the empathetic part in you does want to see that because, they're young men transitioning into the world of football. Yeah. And you hope just as people that they do well, but you hope that they don't do well against your team especially, And
2 goals against my team like that.
It never sits right. It never sits right. It's never tough, or it's never easy to accept that you just got outplayed that day. They just did exactly what they needed to do in Arsenal. They did exactly what they needed to do to expose City, not only from the jump, but throughout the whole game. It seemed like any time City would get some kind of, string of passing together, that they would get some kind of combination of play, but then Arsenal just sniffs it out right at the end. Just right before that final ball, or that final ball that did go in, they didn't have enough room, so it was not a great ball in.
They dominate. It's a big win for Arsenal. They're going to definitely take this on, and who knows, they may be able to come back against Newcastle. Maybe. Hopefully not. I'd like to see a Tottenham Newcastle final. That'd be pretty lit.
That'd be crazy.
That'd be lit. I'd like to see that. But Arsenal this season, they've been okay. They've been getting better and things like that. This win against City, though, I think it could be the way up for them. It could be the confidence they need to go and maybe win the league. Liverpool, they just got the guys though. Yeah. So I don't really know if they'll be able to go on. If you ask me right now, I still think Liverpool is just too good.
Nottingham Forest all the way.
I don't think Nottingham Forest can do all that. I don't think they're the Leicester side. I mean, they beaten Brighton 7-0, so...
I mean, I'll align with Goldbridge on one thing, and it's the Nottingham Forest fandom. Let's go for this year. I'm a Nottingham Forest fan. Fuck Arsenal. Fuck Liverpool. I hope neither of them win it.
It's going to be crazy. Arsenal, though, can they win it? I don't think so.
United didn't fare any better this weekend. We lost 2-0 to Crystal Palace, which, you lose, but to lose 2-0 against Crystal Palace is never good, especially when they jump you in the table. I mean, I don't even know what to say. Like, it literally just was such a terrible, pitiful game. I mean, from the beginning, we'll start, I guess. But Mainu is basically a false nine, and there's a little bit of changes here and there, and I don't understand it. Play a striker. Neither of the strikers have been doing very well, but you have to play one of them. You can't play somebody out of position that has never played that professionally. He's never played that role professionally. I mean, yes, maybe he's done it in the youth teams, but he's never done it for the first team. And to throw him in, Mainu, I'm speaking of, to throw him into the firing line basically and just say, here, try something new. It didn't do anything. Nothing materialized. We had no attacking threat. Even when Xerxes and Højlund came on, we had nothing. We had nothing going forward. There was nothing there. And Crystal Palace were able to get one through Mateta. Just, I mean, okay, he gets out the deflection off of Onana. I mean, 1-0, you'd think, we can do this, we can come back, but we just couldn't. We had nothing going forward.
Defensively, again, United just not there. And unfortunately for United fans, defensively, you see a huge injury to Lisandro Martinez, and he's actually been playing all right so far. Like the last few games, he's been all right. Got a couple goals, got some good defensive highlights here and there. United still, though, just defensively, just not looking good.
The chopping and changing doesn't help. I mean, we have a couple of players that can fill the positions, and you want to see players rotated in and out when they need a rest, but you also want to see players get a consistent run of games and really show that, hey, I'm putting my stamp on this position here. I want to be the guy moving forward. And we kind of saw Harry Maguire start to do that, but then today, for the 2 goals, he was offside. He was playing the players onside both times. I mean, he obviously not completely. I mean, yes, it is his fault, but I understand why he's not fast enough to really play that line and get back. So sometimes he has to cheat a little bit, and he gets caught. And he got caught twice today, which, I mean, if it's going to happen, let it happen in the same game, I guess. But shit, man, like, you were getting back. You were getting back to the guy, but now, once again, like Tanner said, the defense is just all over the place.
2-0 defeat to United. I think the only happy thing you could say at Old Trafford that happened was an introduction of 2 new players.
I mean, we do see the young left back, Drogu. He's coming in. Hopefully he can provide something on that left side. We saw Dalot, for whatever reason, he heard that we were going to sign a left wing back, and he's like, okay, I'm going to score a goal in the Europa League. I'm going to have pretty good performance. But then today, obviously, couldn't do anything. We'll see what happens if he can come in. But now this new center back, Heaven, I don't quite remember his first name. I'm sorry. He's an 18-year-old kid. I apologize.
He probably won't even get that many minutes.
Probably won't get that many minutes. We'll probably see Euro, Maguire, De Ligt. But he could come in here or there if we've got a Europa League that, we've got some more injuries or something. We may see him. We may not. We're building for the future, which I like to see, but it's tough to be patient and remember that we are who we are. So to find that balance is going to be tough for the next few years.
That's everything. As we said, both sides of Manchester fucking losing.
Not great.
Arsenal, can they go on and win it all? I don't think so. We don't think so.
Nottingham Forest.
Hope for Nottingham Forest over here.
Yes.
I mean, come on. To see that story, just to see them, their season going well like that, I mean, it's going to be crazy to see if they can, even just getting top 4.
Even top 4 would be astounding.
Yeah.